Hi everybody, what's up? Welcome to another episode of the Up the Score Show on my boy. All right, Sean, y'all say what's up.
Yo, what's up?
Yo, what's up?
Yo man, in today's episode, man, we're just gonna be doing a little chatting today, bro. We're gonna talk about the Super Bowl, Super Bowl recap, what's next for the Eagles, what's next for the Chiefs. We're gonna talk about that top tier performance that Rihanna put on at the halftime show. And we're also going to talk about where does Patrick Mahomes rank all time. That's going to be a great discussion because I feel like we can all agree on where Mahomes rank all time. And then we're going to go back to the NFL awards, man. And we're going to start with the Super Bowl. And if I got to say anything, I think I'm, I think I see the future. Right? I think I'm a genius guy because everything I said, kind of came true. I said it'll be a one-score game. It'll be extremely close, and it will come down to whoever made the play. Who made the play? Patrick Mahomes, as he always does. It never fails. Um,
And Kadarius Tony.
Kadarius Tony also made the play with the 65-yard punt return. Uh, and I'm so happy for Kadarius Tony, man. I know as a Giants fan, you also should be happy for Kadarius Tony. But as a Cowboys fan, I'm glad he's not in the NFC East. If he was to stay healthy, he'd be a problem. But um, I'm really glad the Eagles fans they got what they deserve, right? Because when I don't care who it is, when a player is receiving an award for not it may not be his on the field play, but it was stuff he did off the field, stuff that's bigger than football. My quarterback, Dak Prescott, won the Most Man of the Year award, and when Andrew Whitworth presented it to him, Eagle fans booed him. And that just shows how classless, how trashy the Philadelphia Eagles fan base is. They're terrible people. I know maybe two good Eagles, and they still talk shit way too much. And when I was on Twitter and people were like, "Why are the Eagle fans doing this?" Blah blah blah. They were saying, "Oh, anybody else would do that?" Like, bro, stop trying to make excuses for why you're a terrible family. No, they wouldn't, because this is an award bigger than football. This is about life, and you just booed somebody who has literally went through everything, losing his mom, his brother, all types of shit, and you boo him for winning an award outside of football. But that's Eagle fans; they're terrible people. I went on the whole deal because I hate the Eagles so much. I'm glad they lost. I'm glad the Eagles lost. I'm glad they lost the way they did. But Patrick Mahomes deserves Super Bowl MVP. He made he may be the best. He's the best quarterback of our generation. I went like Tom Brady. Okay, you can if Patrick Mahomes plays 20 years, he's better. He's gonna be better than Tom Brady. Because if you take this 5 year, I'm not gonna count his rookie year because he didn't play. He played one. If you count this one year, his 5 years, he's won two Super Bowls, two Super Bowl MVPs, two regular season MVPs. Like, and he's led the league in passing twice, led the league in passing touchdowns twice.
5 championship games.
Five straight AFC Championship games. Like, bro, this is unheard of. Nobody in the history of NFL has done this. And we gotta say the rest of this for where does he rank all time? It was a great game. Jalen Hurts played out of his freaking mind. And I think that this showed the two best O lines in the league, right? Either of them got a sack. Hassan Reddick, a poor man's Michael Parsons, didn't even sniff Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs O line held up better than the Eagles O line. Because the Chiefs were the one who got the one sack. So just a great game. Probably one of the better Super Bowls I've seen. And if we're being honest, this game did not come down to the last penalty, right? Y'all would agree that that was a good
No,
call.
it didn't come down to that, bro.
Was it a good call?
Yeah, it
Was
was
it
the
a
right call. It wasn't a good call. It was the right call.
right? Okay. because I see people complaining about how it ruins the game when refs throw flags like that. Okay, so we should just stop throwing flags because it's the last end of the game.
You know what?
What kind of
You
sense
know
does
what?
that make?
You know what sucks about it is my thing is like if there's a penalty, call it right. But the thing
Yeah,
is they were letting them play all game. They were letting them play all game. Like there was penalties they weren't calling. Like
well,
Juju had been held by Bradbury before, even worse, and they didn't call it. And they wait until a situation where they know if they do this, the Chiefs can basically just run the ball out. I don't know. It just seemed like be consistent. If you're gonna let them play, let them play. If you're
yeah.
not gonna let them play, you're gonna
I,
call penalties exactly how they're supposed to. Then do that all game. Like be
I
consistent with
fully
it.
I fully understand that. I get that 100%.
You know,
But hey, maybe don't jump off sides on the biggest third down of the game. They did that earlier that drive, which got
yeah,
the Chiefs another first down. So I mean, and they kept getting away with constant false starts, multiple false starts that didn't get called. This game, it I'm glad there weren't as many penalties as there were. Like, I'm glad that it was like a limited penalty game because I feel like if it would have been too many, it would have. I'm like, goddamn, is this the ref show or is this the game?
yeah. Don't get me wrong. Like I don't think the players have anything to complain about. Like if that's me on the Eagles, you just got to execute better. It is what it is.
Yeah,
They're letting
for
us
sure.
play. They're letting us play. They want to call it. They can call it. We know that. So it's not like the players have anything to stand on. Like oh, the NFL hoed us or anything like that. It's more so me as a fan watching the game.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
like to have the consistency there. If you're gonna let the guys play, then give Jalen a chance to go down and get his three as well. It's more self-centered as like just the viewing experience. As far as the Eagles go, they can't blame anybody but themselves for losing.
Yeah,
You know,
and I could,
if you
bro.
lose a game, you can't blame anybody but yourself
Yeah.
because if you lose by 3 points, 2 points, you're gonna blame a penalty. But what happened the rest of the game? Why was it a 3 point game? You know, so
Yeah, and they had.
it's
I
just
mean, I
me as
know
a fan.
10. I know 10 points ain't a lot, but they had a 10 point lead going into the half. Didn't they get
Bro,
the ball
Jalen
back?
Hurts had the ball up seven and throws the ball in the ground the
Yeah,
other way. I've never seen something like that before. Like,
that's Mahomes.
what
He
is
only
going
had the
on,
ball
bro?
30. He only had the ball 24 minutes, I believe. So
It's yeah, the
Jalen
Eagles should not
Hurts,
have
the
lost.
Eagles dominated time of possession, and they also like and the like that is their style of game. They're gonna take the clock. But what did I say? What have I been saying all year? The Eagles have not been tested. When they do get tested, they lose. Except for the Commanders game, that doesn't count, and the other two. But when they play two real teams, real offenses, the Cowboys and the Chiefs, they lost.
They weren't frauds though, cause like that was a great game against the Chiefs. I'm not just gonna.
Bro, it
They were
was
the
it
better
was
team. They were the better team. They should have won.
not defensive, not offensively. I agree 100%. Not defensive.
But it's
They were not the better
Mahomes,
team
bro.
defensively.
It's Mahomes.
I
Like
know, I know it's Mahomes. Like,
they
he's
got
gonna
stops
do
on them.
Mahomes things.
They got
He's gonna
stops.
do yeah, but they didn't get these stops when it mattered.
Defensively, I mean, bro, I don't know. I think the Eagles were just better. They just in key situations like you're
And,
trying to run the ball. What is it like third down? And you
yeah,
start running backwards and then throw the ball backwards and give them an easy touchdown. Like it's just silly stuff like that. You
And then the
can't.
Nick Bolton. I think what really changed the game was the Nick Bolton score.
that's what I was gonna bring up.
That
That's
really
what I'm
changed the
talking
game.
about. That's
Yeah.
exactly what I'm talking about. Jalen Hurts is running and just throws the ball backwards,
Okay,
and Nick
okay,
Bolton picks up the ball and
Oh,
gives.
that's what she was talking about. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
that's what I'm
okay.
talking about, bro.
Yeah,
Hurts is
that.
running backwards and just throws the ball on the ground toward their end zone.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, that's what happens.
and like
But
that's not
you
the
know what?
reason they lost. Since it comes down to one play. Well, why
That
can't
no,
that be the
that
one
is
play?
not.
Well,
That's
that's
not the one.
completely in the Eagles' control. I'm talking about one play as far as you're blaming an outside source like a penalty.
Yeah, yeah,
You're
that's what I'm
talking about
saying. Exactly.
you're talking about like a 14-point swing right there. They have all the momentum. They
Exactly.
can go up
Yeah,
21-7, and they're a running and play defense team. That was massive.
Yeah, I'm not saying that's the reason they lost, but I'm just saying like fans want to put it down to one play with a flag. Why can't you put it down to one play with Jalen Hurts? He had a
they did
fumble.
it. If
Yeah,
Harrison Butker didn't miss that field goal, what it was 7-7 to make it 10-7,
Yeah.
and it probably wouldn't even came down to a last second.
And that time of possession stat, it was a little skewed because of the fumble six, because they had the ball for like 4 minutes already on that drive, and then they had another long drive after that. And then the Chiefs got the ball with like a minute left.
They had a 17 play drive that I think it only went 65 yards. I don't think it was a 50. I don't remember, but like I said, they dominated time of possession. When you dominate time of possession like that, you're supposed to win because the Chiefs scored 31 points on offense, 7 on defense. And the Eagles scored 35 points on offense.
This
That's why
Chiefs
I say the Chiefs were the better defense.
Chiefs offense impressed me, or the Eagles defense let me down. I don't know which one it is. I think it's a little bit
I
of
think it,
both.
I think it was the Eagles defense that let you down because Jonathan Gannon, if he was getting any head coaching consideration, he can just go ahead and throw that shit out there. Because, bro, a team can have a contract written up for him. He's gonna come to the meeting. They're gonna rip it right in front of his face. Because that was a terrible defensive performance by him.
Yeah, they were playing man on Kelsey to begin the game. What is that?
And I thought, and I told you, I even said you cannot do that. You're gonna have to find some way to contain him, like bracket him or something, double him. Bro, they don't have that many great receivers. Travis Kelsey is their best receiver. You would have to double him. And I thought they would have put Chauncey Gardner Johnson on. They started out with a linebacker. I think it was I don't remember who the linebacker was, and then they switched to Marcus Ellis. Like, bro, those aren't like I'm not gonna say those were the worst option, but Chauncey Gardner Johnson is your best safety. Put him on the best player on the field.
They were manning everyone up, and it was basically like a Travis Kelsey has to beat us. He's the only one that could get open and man. And on that first two possessions, he was getting open. He had like 4 catches in the first two possessions and six the whole game. Um, Another person I want to talk about is Sky Moore. You feel me? Oh man, he got in the end zone for the Super Bowl. Come on, man, y'all boy.
He still didn't. He's still wide receiver 5. He still didn't impress me. Like, I don't care if he scored in the Super Bowl, bro. He did not do anything impressive.
The last two touchdowns on the Eagles are super weak. That's what I'm talking about. The Eagles have these like 3 or 4 plays in the Super Bowl that were just massive, where they just don't even give themselves a chance. Hurts throwing the ball to Bolton on the ground. And those last two touchdowns to Tony and to Sky Moore, it's like where there's no coverage. There's no
You know, it was the
gap.
same play.
Huh?
It was the
Yeah,
same
just
play,
opposite
Yeah,
side.
just to opposite sides. Yeah,
bro. You know how sick Andy Reid making Jonathan Gannon look with doing the same
bro.
play in the Super Bowl
If it ain't broke, don't even try to fix it. Just keep running that shit till they stop it.
in the
So
Super Bowl is crazy.
I don't blame him. I don't blame Andy. That's just Andy Reid is a genius. Like, he might be the best play caller in the league. Not he's not. No, he is the best play caller in the NFL. And it's so hard. It's gonna be so hard to not take the Chiefs name, to not take the Chiefs to repeat. Because I think they're just only gonna get stronger. I don't believe they're losing any O line. I don't think they're losing anything on defense. And they can just add wide receivers. Like, the Chiefs still look dangerous, man.
This is
They have the Dolphins picks. They have the Dolphins picks, I think, they got for Tyreek. The Chiefs look nasty. And this is a dynasty. They've been a dynasty since 2017, 2018. They just could never get over the hump for a couple years. They did it in 19, and in 21, I want to say, and they did it this year. So that's 2 Super Bowls in 5 years. Chiefs are a dynasty, and they're coming up.
um. I feel like this, or we're gonna talk about when we talk about what's next for the Chiefs. Y'all got anything else y'all want to say about the Super Bowl?
Um, you know, as much as I hate the Eagles, um, if they can keep people, like, because I think they're not gonna have. Well, you know what? Say that. I would say that. I'm just gonna say I think the Chiefs can run it back, and there's also a chance the Eagles can run it back as long as they keep their pieces together. Great Super Bowl. Probably one of the better Super Bowls.
in history, honestly, that I've watched personally.
Yeah, yeah, it was definitely one of the funnest Super Bowls I've seen.
If this wasn't the funnest Super Bowl you seen, which one was better?
Uh, Patriots Eagles, 2018. That was also a good one. Then
That
the
was
41 30. Tom Brady threw for 500 plus yards. Like, bro, that was a good game too. Um, other than that, like, it's kind of been shit show boring. Like the Rams, Patriots Super Bowl in 19, 13-3. The 2020 Super Bowl Chiefs, 49ers, it was an okay game.
Yeah, it was okay.
2021.
Last year was okay.
Last year was and last year was good because it fit a storyline. It was the first team, or actually the second team, because the Patriots, I mean the Buccaneers did this the year before. They played the Super Bowl in their own stadium. That's kind of cool.
Oh, the Rams. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You're right. I forgot about that. But I'm talking about the game. Last year's game was cool. I enjoyed
It was
last
all
year's
right.
game.
It was all right.
Yeah,
I
I
enjoy
enjoyed it.
seeing get cooked. That's what I enjoy. But that's about all. That's all I got for this Super Bowl, bro. Great game.
All right, let's talk about what's next for the Chiefs. And I'm gonna start it off. I think this was gonna be their worst roster for the next couple seasons because this was the year after the Tyreek trade and they won the Super Bowl, which to me is scary because now they got all those draft picks like Mike said. They got Kadarius Toney and Sky Moore who's only going to develop. They got their online down pack. Hey, you left at Sky
Trent,
Moore and Kadarius. I'm not giving up on them.
Trent McDuffie.
I like Trent McDuffie, George
He got
Karlaftis.
bullied. He got bullied on that touchdown by AJ.
Yeah, but that's AJ
He's
Brown.
just bigger than him.
AJ Brown.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. He's just bigger than him. It's
But
AJ.
AJ Brown bullied Minka.
He did. You know who he
Yeah.
didn't bully? Yeah, he did.
Javon
He got
Curse.
bullied. No,
No,
wasn't
he would literally bully pretty much any DB, bro, because he has the quarterback throwing to where he knows that he wants it. So he has the advantage as a receiver.
Yeah, but can we be honest and can we all come to an agreement? AJ Brown can only run three routes, right? Slant, streak, and the post.
Hey,
Probably.
man, it's better to be a master of three than a jack of all trades.
I'd rather be able to be decent at all because I'd be more reliable. You know,
No,
instead
bro.
of just
So you're telling me you'd rather be Cole Beasley than AJ Brown?
if I can be 6 foot, 230 instead of 5'8", 150. Yeah, I'd rather be. I'd rather have
So you'd
AJ
rather be
Brown's body.
Juju than AJ Brown?
Hmm, you know, probably. You know,
No way, bro. Come on, dog. Juju
bro.
can
As
run
much
every route. He's block. He's good at blocking. He's
I
got
love,
good
bro.
hands. He's
For
elusive.
me, I love the deep route, bro. I love to go like when I played football, bro.
Did you say
No, I said
Debo?
no. I said I love the deep routes. When I
Uh,
played football, I love to run streaks. I love to run streaks and posts, bro. That was it. Because like
sounds like you'd rather be AJ Brown then.
I would rather be like if I could. I just don't like it to run three routes. I'm like, bro, switch it up. Like, do something else.
It
But
sound
he's
like
still a great player.
I'm
Not
just
knocking
saying,
him at
Juju
all.
is really good at everything, but he's elite at nothing. No offense, Juju. I mean, you're great, but huh.
I don't know, bro. Who would I rather have as a player? Who would I rather be? Who would I rather mold my game after, or who would I rather
No, like say tomorrow you were playing a game as one of them. Who would you be? And you had the same quarterback.
have? Damn. Good question.
thing about it is it's a lot of receivers who got small route trees.
I'd rather be CD Lamb.
All right, man. But
I'd
like
rather, I'd
DK,
rather be AJ Brown. I'd rather be AJ Brown, but I like my receivers to be able to do a little
DK Metcalf, all he does is run in a straight line, literally.
bit. And him and AJ Brown are the same player.
No,
Yes,
AJ,
they're identical. If you
they're
put
close. They're
DK
close.
Met, if you put DK Metcalf in the Eagles offense, they're running the same exact routes. That's why it wouldn't work because they need somebody like Devontae who can do if Devontae Smith can do everything.
Yeah,
He
like
can
a
do
Tyler Lockett. Yeah.
he can do and he's also not. He's also very fast. But AJ Brown can run the whole street slam. But Devontae Smith can do everything. But this was not the topic. I don't know how we got on this topic. But what's next for the Kansas City Chiefs? Another Super Bowl, and then another Super Bowl, and then another one. Because I don't see this thing stopping anytime soon. Like Mark said, they have their O line now. They didn't give up a single sack. They have a young secondary. Jalen Watson. Jalen, who? Y'all?
Yeah, I see it stopping.
I don't. Bro, I do not see this stopping anytime soon. Who's going to stop it? Josh Allen's not going to stop it. Joe Burrow.
You already know, bro.
I'm not entertaining that. Anyways, like I said,
Most expensive defense in the league. Rookie
Just to go
contract
back.
quarterback.
just to go 9-8 next year, that's
Talent everywhere.
just to go 9-8 is insane. But like I said, bro,
I mean, let's just say AFC Championship. Mahomes is not making it out of Acrisure. I'm just saying.
you mean y'all aren't gonna make it out of Arrowhead?
Burrowhead.
Bro, they're not even making it out of freaking what's the name of the Raven Stadium? No, they aren't making it out of. No, y'all aren't making it out of Acrisure because you're not making the playoffs. But I want to call it Heinz Field so bad because Acrisure doesn't even sound right. But I really don't see this stopping. They have their O line down. I think everybody's paid on their O line. They have a young secondary: Jalen Watson, Jerry Sneed, Trent McDuffie, Justin Reed. Like, bro, this secondary is no joke. And Nick Bolton is breaking out. Nick Bolton is a very good linebacker. And their pass rush, Chris Jones and what's the other name?
Karloftis.
Karloftis. I'm really looking forward to George Karloftis. I'm looking forward to seeing him develop. This defense is coming up, and this offense is already great. They have the best play caller. They have the best quarterback. There is no debate. Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the NFL. Like, anybody who tries to put him lower than one, stop talking football because you don't know ball.
And Mike, that's the reason I tell you every single quarterback in the league is overpaid. Because when you're paying quarterbacks, you're paying them against each other. And Patrick Mahomes, talent-wise, he's on a tier of his own. And
Yeah,
and these
like, bro, I've never debated that. That's
He-
a fact.
he's on a tier of his own, and you got people being paid more than him, and he's levels ahead of them, and they're getting
Because you
paid
got-
more.
Bro, you have to because you have to pay the market, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Like if you, all right, bro. If teams paid the actual value of these players, Mahomes be making 100 M's, and LeBron would own the NBA essentially, bro. If teams paid the value of the actual players, but they have to go according to the market, and that's why
D'Lo.
y'all think Daniel Jones is not. You think Daniel Jones ain't finna get $40 million? Daniel Jones is finna get $40 million because that's the market.
I don't know from who.
He's getting it from the Giants.
Nah, that's crazy.
Yo, Mark.
This isn't
Bro, you
2015
gotta
where
become a
quarterbacks get
Dolphins fan,
20
bro.
million.
I'm just saying.
I'm not paying Daniel 40.
If
You're not paying Daniel 40, but the Giants are.
If Giants pay Daniel 40, you might have to just cozy up to Lamar in
Bro.
Miami, bro.
Bro, you
No,
right,
it's
Chuck.
bound to happen.
Honestly.
That's the market. It's bound to happen, bro. It's just that's just
Bruh,
the way the market works.
If I see
Y'all
Daniel,
wanted to pay Dak $40 million. I didn't think Dak was worth 40, but 35 to 37. Yeah, but the market was 40, and it's just gonna keep going up. Like you think, like his contract is coming up next, it's gonna be damn near 60.
I want Daniel Jones to be re-signed, but for like a 2-year 80.
That's still 40 mil.
Yeah, I know, but like, bro, if he is signed for 5 years,
Y'all
40
know
mil.
5 years, y'all are tweaking,
200
y'all tweaking.
million.
Bro, Daniel Jones gets a $200 million contract. I'm putting it on a Giants hoodie. I mean, a Dolphins hoodie.
Yeah. If he gets signed for 3 years, or 3 years, 120. Bro, that's too much money to invest into a quarterback.
I like Daniel. I just don't trust him. Like, I like him, but we haven't seen him with a wide receiver one for me to trust him yet. You know what I mean? Like, you can't.
Well, I mean, you can really blame it on the Giants organization. I wouldn't put it off on Daniel Jones.
Yeah, it's the Giants' fault. But guess who's gonna fall down for it?
Yeah, for sure. It's gonna be Daniel Jones because everybody they say the quarterback is the most important position, But if the quarterback doesn't have weapons, he can't be effective. Because even the GOAT, Tom Brady, he had weapons when he was good. He had Gronk, he had Evans, he had Randy Moss. Like like a quarterback cannot do like there. I've never seen a quarterback do anything on his own and be good.
But the most important thing for a quarterback is their situation. Because look at Patrick Mahomes. I'm not trying to take away anything from him, but he walked in with Andy Reid, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelsey, a good offensive line. They built that up for him. Like when you build up a culture or a nice place for your quarterback, that's you doing the right thing as a team. The Cowboys, they did an amazing job helping out Dak. Who else? Joe Burrow and the Bengals. They may not have the best O line, but they at least trying to get him weapons.
I'll give the Bengals a pass. I'll give them a pass. They got hurt. Like they look
Yeah,
bad.
yeah,
They
yeah. That
lost the O line their game week. But yeah, bro, you're right. The 49ers, they put around Trey Lance or Jimmy G or Brock Purdy, what they put around them. Uh, the Jets also did a good job
perfect,
getting rid
perfect,
of Zach
amazing.
Wilson. But Zach Wilson, it's just not him.
Yeah,
I was trying to tell. I was if I was on like the things I would say to my friends when we were talking about football, I would try to tell them that Zach Wilson's not him. Like I know it's not a Zach Wilson talking, but he didn't even play against good teams. He played at fucking BYU, bro. He made one throw and went number two overall. He's just not great. But yeah, bro. In order for a quarterback to even make an impact, the situation around him has to be decent. Like you can't put a bunch of fucking
Joe
I mean,
Schmoes.
bunch of mid receivers,
Yeah,
mid to bottom tier receivers around the quarterback and expect him to produce because it's not gonna happen. But I prime example. 2018 Dallas
oh
Cowboys.
no, you ain't say it.
2018 Dallas Cowboys, bro. No. Listen, 2018 Dallas Cowboys from week one to week 8 or 9 before we got Amari Cooper. Our best wide receiver was Cole Beasley. This was Michael Gallup's rookie year. Our best wide receiver was Cole Beasley.
You rather
And
be Cole
Cole,
Beasley or Michael Gallup?
I'd rather be Michael Gallup. He's faster, he's taller, he's gonna get the jump ball. But like Dak, like how do you expect him to be effective when we have no we don't have any he doesn't have any wide receivers. He can't throw the ball to anybody. And then when he got Amari Cooper, he went off. He went like 7-1. And that was one of the better
Mm,
comeback seasons from going from being 3-5 to 10-7. I mean 10-6. You
mm.
know,
There's two more quarterbacks I wanted to talk about with getting in good situations. Cause there's one quarterback who I feel like under the radar, y'all don't even realize he has a terrible situation. And Josh Allen, like I don't even think people realize that Josh Allen, he lost Brian Dable. He has a bad run game, a bad O line, mid tight end, and Stephon Diggs. Like I don't even people.
I would not call Dawson Knox man. Dawson Knox is not.
All right,
He's top.
he's top
Like
10.
that's a name I forgot when we were talking about firemen. Dawson Knox. I will replace Dawson Knox with Dalton Jones. I mean,
Dawson Knox is good. I'll say that. I'll say that. But he's mid to me. Or he's just above me. He's just above.
Josh Allen, bro, he's not in that. I mean, the situation could get better, but he is the offense, bro.
Yeah, that's the
He is
thing
the
about it
but
though.
if he wasn't there, they're going 4-13.
They don't got. They need to get him on online at least. At least, cause like you got him on online with Diggs, he could do it. But you can't not give him a a star tight end. He can't have a star offensive line group or a star running back. You're telling me the only thing he got is Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis?
And Gabe Davis is crazy. He's so overrated. I was high on him. I thought he was gonna be good, but Jesus Christ, he's overrated. Like people just
All right,
this
and
Gabe Davis is so far.
yeah.
Like disgusting work. Like
Other quarterback I want to talk about is Jalen Hurts, and let's talk about what's next for the Eagles. He has a amazing situation.
the perfect situation, bro. That's how they got to the bowl. Perfect defense, perfect offense, all pros at every level. Damn near. Like Jesus Christ, this Eagles team. Hey, if Howie Roseman can somehow, some way put this together, I got GMing about how and Jerry Jones need to take some notes. Both of those picks, because you can always get them back. But Jalen Hurts and what's next for the Eagles, I feel like I feel like they have a decent chance at running this back. If they can run back the same players, they can run this back. But I
Shock, I
also
seen you
think
sent me James Bradbury something like, is he on the move for the Eagles?
I heard that he might go back to the Giants.
Hey,
become a true cornerback one and get exposed by wide receiver ones. That's what I want. Please send James Bradbury to the Eagles so he can stop boosting
to the
up.
Giants?
Send him.
To the
That's what I
Giants.
say. Eagles. Send him back to the Giants, bro. Please.
Bro, I would love that, man. I would love Bradbury.
I don't know why. I don't know why, bro. He wasn't shit in Carolina. He wasn't shit in the Giants, and now he's all of a sudden top 10. Man, get this But hey, the Eagles, they are in a perfect situation if they can keep it together. Only if they can keep it together. They can't keep this thing together because they're gonna have to pay Jalen Hurts either this year or next year, and that's gonna cost them pretty big. Because the market, I'm sure, Lamar's gonna reset the market wherever he goes. If he gets tagged and traded, wherever he gets traded to, I'm sure they're gonna sign him. Or if the Ravens just decide to bite the bullet and keep him, Lamar's gonna reset the market, and it's gonna be 50 plus. If not 50, 50, 50 plus. And Jalen Hurts is going to be part of that new class. But they keep it together. I don't see them. I don't see them not running that back. As a Cowboys fan, you're going to lose 2 games to us. But they don't miss the playoffs. What do you think,
Yeah,
Sean?
what about that halftime show, bro?
Wait, what do you think? What's next for the Eagles, man? Hold on.
What do I think is next for the Eagles?
Yeah.
I think they. I feel really bad for them. They sold their chance to win with probably one of the greatest rosters of all time, and I don't know. It's going to be hard for them to mentally recover from that. I don't really see them. Like I know a lot of people are like, they're going to be back next year, whatever, but not with the exact same roster. They're going to have to switch some stuff up. It's going to have to feel different because mentality wise, they're going to. That's going to be tough.
Dude, hold
To
on.
to be
The
that good,
Colts,
huh?
Colts have their OC, by the way.
To be that good, to basically dominate a game against the best quarterback in the NFL and just shoot yourself in the foot so many times. Nah, bro.
Bro, they got a lot of options to get better because they got two first rounders.
You know,
They might be
first
chalk.
round picks.
Get better, bro. How much better could they be? Like,
Bro, if they get Bijan Robinson, they can become better.
oh yeah, that's
Or
actually
don't say that.
They can
Don't say
become,
that.
that's
Don't say
bro,
that.
bro, they can
No,
become better.
Miles
because
Sanders, bro. Miles
Bijan's
Sanders.
my
What was the
favorite
half?
player.
What was the
He
point
got
of
hurt.
starting Miles Sanders, bro? He didn't do
I think
anything.
Yeah,
I think he got hurt. That's what they say. They say he got hurt.
they got pick 10
Don't
in
say
the, they
Bijan.
got pick 10 in the draft, right?
Yes.
Bro, when
I'll
we
say
doing
Bijan.
mock drafts this off season, man, y'all gonna see how the Eagles could get better because they got multiple
Don't
first
say
rounders.
Bijan to Philly, bro. That's my favorite player. He could only he went to Texas and Horns. No,
Or
I'd rather him no
let's
anywhere but Philly.
let's say he does. Let's say they don't get Bijan, right? They should wait with pick 32 to get Gibbs, bro. They should get a running back.
Jahmyr Gibbs, yeah.
Yeah,
So that's good too, but it ain't Bijan though.
and then they got Jordan Davis, who ain't really been playing this season because he's a really big boy. So like he got to get into the
Yeah.
field of
And
playing.
he was hurt for
Yeah.
a piece of the year. So, hey, like I said, bro, they have the 2 first-round picks, and they have cap space. They're not broke. The Eagles are not broke.
Yeah.
If Howie Roseman can keep this team together and get a new OC because the Colts did just sign Shane Steichen, and I think for the Colts, it's not a Colts sign. It's not even not the Colts, but Colts can somehow get Bryce Young and CJ Stroud with that OC. Hey, with that head coach, with Shane Steichen as their head coach, who is a good offensive coordinator, I think he'll be a decent head coach, better than Josh McDaniels. I see the Colts improving, not making it, but improving. They're gonna. But yeah, bro. What about the Super Bowl? I mean, the halftime show. Talk about the halftime show.
Rihanna's hurt. Like I forgot about some of those hits. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't
Bro,
gonna.
I swear. The whole time I was like, Jesus, damn.
I was like, yeah, she
God, she's
she did make this song. I kind of forgot, but hey,
bro, like it's because she's been in hiding for so long, bro. Like, it's like she hadn't dropped nothing. Like, come on, bro. I'm so glad she did not sing "Lift Me Up," bro. I would have cut that shit out ASAP. I'm pretty sure everybody had the same reaction. Like, bro, she sings "Lift Me Up." I'm not watching the rest of the show. She'll get the halftime show. I have zero viewers. I'm not watching. But, bro, you seen that commercial, huh?
I wasn't watching commercials.
Oh my gosh, I gotta see if I've seen it. Yeah, I'm gonna ask him when he get back because it's gonna be hard to explain. If you didn't see it.
Yeah, I don't watch commercials,
It
bro.
was a Tubi commercial that like it made it look like Kevin the announcers were back and everybody like I was like okay the game about to start back up and then it like just switched. It was like going to different things and I was like bro who got the remote like who's doing this and it was a fucking commercial the whole time. I feel so dumb. I feel so stupid, bro. Literally everybody watching the game had the same reaction. I was like, bro, where's the fucking remote? Where's the remote?
I gotta see how Shock felt because I was streaming the game. You know, I don't watch with
Oh
T.
yeah, okay, yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
that thing
It
started
was so
cutting off in the fourth quarter. I had to
bro.
keep.
I was like, yo, what? But bro, where did he go? Oh, he had to go. That's right. What time is it?
It's
How much
11.
longer you got?
Hmm.
How much longer you got?
Like 10 minutes.
Okay, so we need to kind of wrap this up.
Yeah.
Um, I think Shock wouldn't mind if we did the postseason award. Oh, we got to talk about Mahomes real quick. Mahomes and then the award. Um, yeah. So not gonna lie, I think Mahomes is he can be he's top five. If not, and he can even be higher than five.
Hold on. When I said top 10, like 2 months ago, you didn't even agree with me. So he jumped a lot for you.
No, I agree.
Oh,
But because he didn't win, I said if he wins the Super Bowl and the MVP, then I would agree with you. Because at that point, he had only won one Super Bowl, one MVP, one Super Bowl MVP. But this year, and with him winning the Super Bowl, I fully agree.
no Tyreek Hill.
He's top five. And with no Tyreek Hill, it's just him and Travis Kelsey. So with all that, you know, Mahomes, he's a top five quarterback all time already, and he's not doing anything but going up.
Wait, did I miss the halftime show?
No, you back. Come on
Bro,
now.
speaking of the halftime show, did you see that commercial?
Wait, why are we talking about Mahomes rank all time if we haven't talked about the halftime?
We was waiting on you.
It, yeah,
Oh, okay, bad. What commercial? What commercial?
the Tubi
Flag
commercial.
football?
No,
Huh?
the Tubi commercial where it
What
looked
is
like
that?
the announcers were back and it started flipping the channel, and we thought you didn't see that,
No.
bro.
I ain't see it either.
Oh
I
my
ain't see
god,
it.
you gotta be kidding! How did you?
I
Bro,
did
I
not
need you
see it.
watching on YouTube. And damn, bro. I know, bro. Whatever. But the
I
halftime
missed
show,
the flag football one too.
the flash football, it wasn't that great. It was just the girl running and trying to get her flag clear. And Devontae and Sauce and Jalen made a couple
Ramsey,
appearances.
Cameron Hayward.
Yeah, they made a couple appearances. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I thought y'all know the broadcast boys on they like the tall light the tall white guy and the tall light skinned dude.
Bro, those guys are lit.
Bro, I thought Cameron Hayward was Nelson, bro. I thought that's who that was. I was like, bro, I
Oh,
know.
you thought it was yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was him.
No, he doesn't look like him.
Yes, he did, bro. I
he
swear he did.
bro.
The only way I knew it was Cameron Hayward was because of the great beard hairs.
Bro, broadcast boys are lit.
I know.
That guy, the white dude that does the videos, like the solo videos, bro, the way his like his voice, what is it, intonation? I'm just like, bro, coldest MF alive. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, he's just, the way he does his
Yeah,
videos. Mark, you
I
should
like
check
that,
these
bro.
out, bro. They're fire.
I don't know what y'all talking about.
You don't know what it is,
Nah.
bro?
How do you not know them?
Let me send you something.
But they're funny. I like those guys.
Hey, what you thought
But
about the Super Bowl show though, Shock? Like Rihanna's actual performance.
no, I want to hear what you guys say first.
Bro, I was saying some off the wall shit to my group chat, bro.
Oh, I bet you were.
I was saying crazy. But hey,
Bet you were.
I wish I was her hand. That's all I'm saying.
What do you mean by that?
What do you think I mean by that? I wish I was her hand, bro.
Her
You see-
hand?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought. Wait a second. Wait, Mar, you might have to edit this part out. Like,
Keep
hold
going.
on. Wait, don't you have like a girlfriend?
I don't care about that. Nigga, it's Rihanna. I don't care. I don't care.
Oh,
If Rihanna came to me and was like, drop everything, you would never hear from me again. Like, bro, I'm taking that flight. Are you crazy?
Do I leave this in?
No. Bro, I would drop everything.
I mean, that's up to Mike. Mike, you're acting kind of crazy right now, bro.
I'm just saying.
Like, if your girl sees this, she's gonna be like, bro, what?
I've already told her this. I've already told her. There's two
And she's
people.
cool with that? She's cool with that?
She knows it's never gonna happen. But
But wait a second. Well, what's her guy thing? Like,
I'm not saying that because it pisses me off because it's so weird, bro. Because this nigga has control of. It's like he has control of everybody. It's NBA YoungBoy. Like, bro, this nigga has.
oh, you guys, okay, so you guys have that celebrity agreement. I never understood that.
No, I don't. It's not a pass because I told him if you want to be with YoungBoy, bro, just leave right now.
Yo, Mike, happy Valentine's.
Like, how long you guys been together? How long have you guys been together?
Almost 3 years.
Dang, bro. 3 years and Rihanna could just, and boom, just like that.
Yeah,
Done
she's
and
hurt. Yeah, she's hurt, bro.
Zap.
She's
Zap.
hurt, bro. I'm telling you. She's bro. You can't tell me y'all wouldn't leave y'all girl for Rihanna.
I would not.
Crazy.
I mean, I'm not with a person right now, but if I was in a
So-
relationship, I would not. No.
Maybe I'm the crazy one.
No, I don't think you are, bro. I think I am. I think I'm abnormal in that way. But like, yeah. if
So,
I was
like-
with who I was with before, I would not.
Who?
Not gonna lie.
Who's your celebrity crush? Shock. You don't have one?
My celebrity crush?
I don't really got one either, but
All right, we gotta do the halftime show, bro. Forget
yeah. We talk about this in the halftime show.
Mark, you might have to just edit all that. That's like nothing having to do with
We were just chatting, bro.
We can start a crush pod another time. Talk about relationships. Yeah.
Y'all should come on my pod. I got a pod for that. Y'all should come on mine. Whenever I get started.
Oh, what days?
I don't know. I haven't got that out yet.
All right, let us know.
All right, for sure.
Halftime show. Yo, what are your guys' thoughts? Because I have thoughts too.
Spectacular. I wish I was her hand.
Oh, okay. That's right. Yeah, so I thought you guys were gonna be like, oh, it was trash. He wasn't like, moving around or something.
It was cool.
Nah, that's not me. Because a lot of people are saying that, but I'm like, look, that's kind of low key like messed up. Because if it was like a male performer and they weren't moving a lot, they probably wouldn't say the same thing. I thought the show was awesome, so
For
I
sure.
enjoyed it a lot. And
For sure.
I feel like something having to do with the colors that she chose with the white and the red had to do with not only Valentine's, but also something to do with like, I don't know, maybe like womanhood and like pregnancy and stuff like that. So I feel like there was themes going on there that I haven't really delved into too much, and I thought it was probably really smart. So I thought that was really cool, very stimulating. One of my favorite halftime shows.
For sure. W Rihanna.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't really watched, but I was listening to every single one. I was damn near singing along with every single one. Rihanna, I'm not really there for her performance. I'm not here to see her do backflips, bro. She is her. She got hits on hits on hits on hits, and I wonder how many hits she didn't even play.
Yeah, she could have played so many.
Bro, she could have went on for like 2 more hours.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
But Too bad the halftime show's only 15 freaking minutes.
It's only 15 minutes. That's a
Not
W.
if that.
That's a W.
I know for the artists, bro, they get bread for 15 minutes.
No, they said they don't get paid, which is
Wait, they don't?
crazy. That's what they say, which is crazy. To
Wow.
Crazy promotion. Crazy promotion.
But they're but like see the thing is ever since Rihanna got announced at the Super Bowl, I've been hearing her songs everywhere. So
Yeah.
she's getting bread.
Crazy promotion.
facts.
Like if they told us to do the pod on the Super Bowl and we not getting paid, nigga, I'm sliding. What?
Definitely.
Facts. Oh, bro, but
All right.
bro, okay,
Mahomes
let's
ranked all time.
Yeah.
talk
Matter of
about
fact, we could do that. We could do that. I'm gonna name y'all some people that are ranked on this website. We got Tom Brady at one. All right. Don't look at the rankings too much. I'm gonna say their accolades too. We got Tom Brady at one. He has a 7-3 record in the Super Bowl. I don't think we're gonna disagree with that one.
no, for right now.
We have Johnny Unitas at number two. He's 1-0 in the Super Bowl.
No, bro, I don't understand why.
Big
That's
Ben
this.
better than
They need to take these old niggas. I have to say that word. You gotta take these old people out, bro. Like he played a completely different era. No, running the ball was the dominant leader. Like, come on, bro. What are you
Yeah.
doing? Having Johnny Unitas at two, bro.
We got Joe Montana at number three. He was 4-0 in the Super Bowl.
Okay, I agree with that. I like
Peyton
four.
Manning. What?
No, go ahead.
Peyton Manning got four. He's 2-2 in Super Bowls.
I don't know.
I'll let Peyton Manning be ahead of Mahomes for now.
I don't think so. I think that's where I cut it off. Like Mahomes is better than Peyton Manning right
All right, we got Dan Marino, who's 0-1 in Super Bowl.
Peyton Manning have?
now. Dan Marino, how many Super Bowl rings does Manning have? Two.
MVPs.
Peyton got like 5. Yeah,
Yeah, no way, bro.
yeah,
Peyton's still ahead of Mahomes.
yeah.
No,
I
bro.
think
You don't think Mahomes? You don't think Mahomes is gonna win more
It's
he's
not about what I think
yeah.
is going to happen, Kyle Pitts. It's what I know has already happened.
Jesus
Pat
Christ!
Fryerman.
More than nah, dog coach is better.
Yeah,
Anyways,
yeah.
but bro, I'm just, because I really feel like Mahomes. I know this is like for right now. I think he's top five right now. Like I wouldn't put him no lower than five. But yeah, there are quarterbacks. You know the MVPs are better, but I think Mahomes has had more postseason success than some of those quarterbacks. 5 straight AFC Championship games.
Y'all want to do a Patrick Mahomes? Would you rather like an updated one?
Bro, who
Sure,
are you
I'm
going to pick
not
over
opposed to
Patrick
that.
Mahomes?
The only people I'm picking on Patrick Mahomes is Tom Brady for certain.
I wouldn't even pick Tom Brady over Patrick Mahomes. If
Oh,
we're talking about legacy,
oh, y'all.
then it's simple. But it's like if I'm building a team, I'm not going to pick.
I meant legacy. I meant legacy.
Oh, well, Peyton and Tom and
Joe.
I'm not taking. I want to take one
Peyton and
person
John,
over
Tom
Brady.
and Joe. Peyton and Tom.
What?
What
Joe.
about
I'm
what
taking.
about John Elway?
How many MVPs?
I don't know, but he's 2-3 in the Super Bowl.
No.
He didn't. He couldn't get over the hump until he was about to retire.
Okay, so we got Steve Young, who's 1-0 in the Super Bowl.
No.
They got Brett Favre, who's 1-1 in the Super Bowl. Aaron Rodgers, who's 1-0.
How many MVPs does Brett Favre have?
He got like 4, I think. Yeah. So
I can't put Mahomes ahead of that.
I'm put it.
I'm not.
I've been had Mahomes ahead of Favre even before he won the Super Bowl.
I'm not going
Not
to.
not legacy wise.
Legacy wise, yes.
I'm not putting. I am not. This maybe it's just me. I'm not taking into account regular season MVPs like that.
Yeah. Shock. What do you care more about, Super Bowl or MVP? I feel like Patrick Mahomes' Super Bowl performances is what was done it because MVPs after you won 2, I feel like it's all right. You were him.
Because we've seen the back-to-back MVP Aaron Rodgers get bounced in the playoffs twice and did nothing. So that's why I don't.
MVPs matter to me though. I'm not
Yeah,
saying like
they for sure do.
I'm not saying like Bulls are the most important, especially as a quarterback. but he has one more bowl than Favre, but Favre has two more MVPs, and Favre literally had like what he was the he was the all-time passing leader for so long until Brady broke it. I'm gonna stick with Favre, but it's not by a lot. It's very close for me. So
Um,
like if Mahomes won an MVP next season, that he would pass it.
what about? I don't hate that. I don't hate that, but I disagree wholeheartedly because even 3 months ago, before he won the MVP and Super Bowl MVP, I had him above Brett Favre. Excuse me. Just his. I feel like Brett Favre only made like two championship games. Also, I feel like the two times he's made the championship game, he also went to the Super Bowl. And Mahomes is he's just different, man. Mahomes is different.
Yeah, and that's why, like, bro, like I said, I'm not putting him no lower than five.
Like
One, like, okay, one is why is obviously Tom Brady. Two through five, debatable. Not well, not three through five. You can kind of debate. Not gonna lie.
how many quarterbacks throughout their whole career have been the best quarterback in the NFL for at least 3 seasons? Because I feel like Patrick Mahomes, at least 3 seasons, he's been the best quarterback in the NFL.
It's only been Tom Brady.
Or no, not only Tom Brady, but like not that many quarterbacks could say they were the best quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Well, all right, y'all. We wrapping it up, or anything y'all want to say?
Eagle fans are terrible. I'm glad you got what you deserve.
What
You
about you,
are an
Shot?
Eagles.
Um, I will say this. I hope Tua and Lamar get swapped. Kenny Pickett is him. He is gonna be the only